This small Italian city is known for food, Ferrari, and history. Let's find out whether you should visit Modena for a day trip when you're in Italy. So of course I have to tell you how to get to Modena from Bologna, and I'm going to say it's super easy. There are a bunch of regional trains that come about every 15 minutes or so, and it only takes about half an hour to get from Bologna to Modena. And it only costs about $4.50 each way. However, I do have to say that be careful when you're leaving Bologna, because there are actually two different parts to the station. There are the tracks on the east, which are the main ones, and the tracks on the west. We didn't know that, and we accidentally went to the east track, and our train wasn't there, and then we realized there was a second set of tracks to the west, and we ran up, and the train was leaving literally as I pressed to open up the doors. So we missed it, had to wait 20 minutes, and of course, pay the extra $4.50 to come on this one. But just something to note when you're leaving the Bologna station to come to Modena. So with so many churches in this Italy series we've done being free and absolutely magnificent on the inside, we knew we had to stop in the Church of St. Augustine here in Modena. And I will say from the outside, it does not look like much at all, but once you go inside, it's incredible. Now, it's not the most beautiful church we've seen so far here in Italy, but again, being free and being a small city here in Italy, why not stop inside and check it out? Because there are frescoes and paintings everywhere, and I don't know, I'm just loving all these Italian churches, and everyone seems to amaze me. So behind me here is the Modena Cathedral, and we went inside again because it's a free church here in Italy, and while definitely not the most beautiful one we've seen, and I would even say the other one, the Church of St. Augustine, is a little bit more beautiful than this one, it's still remarkable, and these churches are just so great to see, and I'm just loving the fact that they're free because they have all this history and all this beauty, and it's one of the surprising things that I've really loved about traveling in Italy. Now, one of the really cool things in the Modena Cathedral that you can do is climb the tower behind me here. However, due to construction, it's actually only open from 3:30 to 4:30, and you have to book tickets in advance. Now, unfortunately, on this day trip to Modena, we're not going to be able to make it up to the tower based on the timing. If you've been following us at My Travel BF for a while, you know we love going up to the top of towers like that and seeing views of the city. So we're really curious to know if this is a place we need to come back to. We're here in the Albinelli market in Modena, and this place is just packed with food. It's over 100 years old, and you can tell that this is where locals come to get their produce, fresh meat, fresh cheese, fresh pasta, and we ordered some here. It'll be up in just a few minutes, and we cannot wait to try it.
While we're waiting for our pasta, we got the gnocco fritto, which looks like a fried flatbread maybe. I'm gonna give it a try. And that's pretty much what it tastes like. It's like a fried bread. It's from here, from this region, and it's delicious. So recommend getting it if you are traveling around in this part of Italy.
All right, so we opted for 2 tortellini here for takeaway at Gesù Marisa, a place we saw that was highly recommended for tortellini, and we had the ricotta. Oh my God. That's really delicious. And I'm not going to lie, I don't even genuinely think of tortellini as being super delicious, but this is incredible. It's probably because I just haven't had great tortellini. Now, I'm going to go for the pumpkin tortellini. Oh my God, that fresh pumpkin. Wow, it's so delicious. I almost don't even have words for it. The Parmesan cheese on top, right from this region. This is incredible. I'm going to say a must stop when you come here. Plus, I got a little bit of Lambrusco wine, which I actually never had in my life. Ooh. I like it. It's pretty fruity. Just like really small bubbles in there for the carbonation, and also something from this region in Italy. I absolutely love this meal, and I can't wait to see what else we find at this market.
So I saw this cannoli in the market and I just had to get it. It looks so good. Cannoli is actually one of the things that I was really craving when I was pregnant with Nico. And we couldn't find that many good ones in Hanover. So this just looks incredible and I'm so excited to try it. We got the pistachio one and here I go. Oh yeah. This is delicious. Probably the best cannoli I've ever had. I might have to get another one to go.
One of the things that's really wild to me about the cathedral here in Modena is that it's actually leaning on the back end. I'm not sure if you can quite make it out on camera or not, but I don't know, I just think it's wild that you have this massive structure that's made of marble and it's really just leaning. One fun historical fact about Modena is that the road behind me here, the Via Emilia, is actually over 2,000 years old, and it was once an old Roman road that connected Piacenza to Rimini. And it actually went even further along their network of roads and connected the Adriatic Sea all the way up until the Alps. So I love that this road still exists today, and if you follow these roads throughout Europe, you're gonna find a lot of amazing historical cities, just like Modena. So we stopped at Bar Schiavoni to get one of their famous paninis. Now, when we went through the market earlier, it was empty, but be prepared to wait if you go during a peak time because it was packed with locals just getting a panini ready to eat lunch. I'm gonna give it a go. It's nice, hot, and warm. There wasn't a place to sit, so we had to get it to take away, but we get to eat it in this great piazza. Oh my gosh, that's absolutely delicious. Eggplant, pumpkin, cheese, and this bread is absolutely incredible. It's just warm, crunchy on the outside, soft on the inside, a little bit of a crisp, and then that pumpkin, eggplant, and whatever that cheese is go together so well. I know this bar has become popular because of the show Master of None on Netflix, but I'm gonna say that this is absolutely worth getting when you're here. Modena has surprised me so much with their food. This is delicious, and I can't wait to try what they're most famous for. So let's head there now. So while we were in Modena, of course we had to try the balsamic vinegar that is from here. So we stopped in La Consorteria 1966 and it was phenomenal. The staff was so helpful and they gave you two options. One is that for 15 euros, you could do a tasting of about 4 different ones, or if you wanted to buy a bottle, then they would just do a tasting for you while you tried to figure out which bottle you wanted to choose. We opted to do the 15 euro tasting, but then actually decided to just buy a bottle, in which case we paid for the price of the bottle and did not have to pay the 15 euros for the tasting. And wow, I did not know that balsamic vinegar could taste so different from one another. All the flavors were just exceptional and you could really taste the differences between the different ones. We're so happy we walked away with a bottle of our favorite one after trying about 8, and this is something you have to do when you're here in Modena. I will say that La Consorteria 1966 does have balsamic vinegar from a lot of different places here in Modena. There are other shops that just have one specific brand, but this one lets you try brands from a bunch of different places here. So it's one we're gonna say we would definitely recommend visiting. And with any My Travel BF day trip video, we have to answer the question, is it worth visiting? We are gonna say that Modena, Italy is a resounding yes. You need to do it on a day trip, especially if you're in Bologna. It's only 25 to 30 minutes from Bologna, so it's super easy to get here. Not only can you try the Modena balsamic vinegar, but the city itself is beautiful, and oh my God, the food at that market is great. Now we have a few other videos popping up on the screen here, and we will see you over at those other videos. Bye.